So welcome, mothers and others. I'm so excited to introduce you to our next candidate tonight. He is my friend. I just adore him. He's run before, so he's a familiar face. So let me introduce you to Trey Hunt. Trey Hunt is candidate for Texas Congressional District 12. He is running for the open seat vacated by Republican Kay Granger. So welcome, Trey. I'm so glad you're here and you're running again. So tell us a little bit about who you are and why you're running for office.
Yes, ma'am. So I'm born and raised in Fort Worth. I loved it so much that I got my bachelor's degree in psychology at Texas Wesleyan down the street, and then my master's in criminal justice from TCU on the other end of the street. And I'm currently pursuing my master's in social work at the University of Texas Arlington, another master's in sociology at the Texas A&M Commerce, and I've been accepted into the PhD program for education psychology at A&M Commerce. I currently work as a mental health worker for the Mental Health Agency of Tarrant County. In this role, I've worked 2 years in homeless outreach and 2 years as a housing coordinator. My reasons for running are entirely selfish. My job has become extremely brutal. In 2021, during the freeze, I had clients pass away due to being out in the weather and not having shelter and losing limbs. In 2022, the fentanyl situation got out of control, where on average, once a week, I was losing a client. And in 2023, there was such an increase in domestic violence and families experiencing homelessness that we were beyond capacity and providing shelters for these families. So I'm running to make my life a little bit easier and make everyone else's life a lot easier.
Well, who wouldn't want that? Absolutely. I hear you, Trey, 100%. So, Trey, so tell us, what are the top three issues that are the most important for your district?
The top three issues I would say are transitioning the military industrial complex into the builders of public transportation and green technology. I think a lot of the jobs in North Texas and particularly here in CD12 are focused on the military industrial complex and building machinery and weapons that we are not going to use as a nation. We are far out in the head, but these jobs are tied to our communities. And instead of just disappearing 10% of the budget, I want to see those people stay employed and us use that money, resource, and manpower and skill power to build a better future. The other thing I would say is a priority is needing criminal justice reform. And here in Tarrant County, our county jail system is extremely broken. We've had many situations of death. I'm not at liberty to go into much details, but I've had a few clients had major issues in the county jail as well. And I'm hoping that at the federal level, the federal level, we can bring meaningful change that helps these people that are getting up in the system break free of those chains, as well as destigmatize having felonies, misdemeanors, which prevents them from really re-entering our communities. The other one would be affordable housing. Currently, the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Tarrant County is $1,234. And if you're working a minimum wage job, which hasn't been changed in more than a decade, you would be making about $1,250. So as I mentioned earlier, we're having a lot more families experiencing domestic violence. So even for a single mother trying to get a one bedroom, it's going to be challenging, let alone a bedroom for the children.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with all of those. So tell us, Trey, how can we find you and how best can we support you right now?
Okay. You can find me at treyonthehunt.com. Pretty catchy. It's also the same username for Facebook. For X or Twitter, whatever your preferences are, it's Hunt for House. That's FOR. And I do have two upcoming debates with my primary challenger, Sebastian. He's a great guy. We're going to be at Texas Wesleyan University, February 8th, and then at Weatherford College, February 14th.
Wonderful. Thanks so much for that. And I really look forward to seeing you on the campaign trail. Hopefully we'll get to meet up soon. Thank you.